Hey everyone, I'm Niles Lawrence, and this is PassageU. Basically, what I was doing is I just finished my first year at Queens, and I was having the issue with what do I want to do with the rest of my life? Because as a high school student, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't find there was any exposure to careers out there. And then when I went to my guidance counselor, they gave me all this information that was very outdated. So I wanted to try and do aptitude tests to see what I should do, and I'm a science student, and it told me I should be a judge. So I found it completely useless and almost unneeded. So what is PassageU? PassageU is an idea I came up with my team here, and it's basically a way of creating a path to see what kind of potential careers you can have if you go into a certain program, or you can search a career and it'll show you how someone got to that path through what route they took and how they got there. So I'm gonna pass the mic over to Ramiz here, and he's gonna show you how our website would work.
So hi everyone. So for today, we're going to visualize ourselves to be in the shoes of this student called Dexter, and he's hit a standpoint, and he doesn't know what to do. So Dexter would go to our mock-up website right now, and he would see this. He would see whether he could create his own career path, or he could search through someone else's who had put it into our database. So he would press on Create. He would go and put himself right here, right out of high school. So that's Dexter, right? And he's pretty smart, and he has two options. He can go into business, or he can go into mechatronics because he gets inspired by this image. But someone talks some sense into him, and he goes into business, and he looks at 3 programs at 3 different schools, right? So he chooses to go into McMaster University. He gets there, he does great, he loves it, okay? And he enters this information in that he's doing commerce, he's a marketing major, and his ambition is to be Don Draper, right? That leads him to being a professional, and he gets an internship, an international internship in sales, okay? And this is his point. Now he doesn't know what comes ahead, right? Wouldn't it be great if he had a mentor that had been through a place like this? So, well, you can click on a button, and now you can see that someone has indeed been through a similar position, and you can see the path that this mentor took to get here, right? So Dexter now is curious, and he goes to the mentor's route, and he sees that prior to getting the internship, he was at Queens, he was doing MBA, and he loved it, as his icon shows. Prior to that, he was at Queens for mechatronics, and now Dexter's like, well, this is what I wanted to do. You roll it a bit back, and you see that the mentor was unhappy, and he had made the decision to go to Queens in a very similar manner to Dexter. And if you roll it back a bit further, you can see that mentor thought he was like Dexter, interested in business and mechatronics. So what you have now is that a virtual bond that's created where Dexter can visualize his career path through his mentor and can look at where his mentor is right now and even watch a testimonial, which you can't hear, unfortunately, but this is someone giving a testimony about how college was hard and now it's worth it. So the idea is to give everyone a visualization of how career paths can go and mingle. So, not just that, you can switch from a landscape view mode into a portrait mode or an aerial mode, and that tells you just the bare basics. And not even that, you can now get statistics that tells you stuff like employment rate for a particular industry or the turnover rate for a particular position. And you can make more informed decisions about your career.
Thank you. Now let's talk logistics here. So basically, we set up our website yesterday, our launch page, and we had a huge amount of hits. We had over 270 people hit up our website, and 66 people signed up. And we got a lot of students from between the ages of 15 and 25, which is our target audience, to come to our website. And they did show that there was a need for this kind of app. They feel like they didn't have any career planning, and they wanted some help with that. So this was our conversion rate of 24%. And we had a lot of the mentors yesterday come and tell us that this is what they need. They thought there was a huge market for it. They wish they had this when they were looking into careers, and that's exactly what we thought we wanted. So how is PassageU different from everyone else? Well, ours is an interactive way. Other career websites, they just throw information at you and have a list of stuff. We wanted to do it as a more of a social base. So you would go through your Twitter and Facebook. You could share your paths with other people. Twitter would, you could tweet your path, tell your friends, and your friends can compare what they did to what you did. So that's how we got there. And even schools like DeGroote would retweet us and help us because they think it's a great idea. How we intend to make money off of it and our revenue is through 2 main ways. White labeling, which is where we would give our website and our web app to a company, and they would post their logo on it and distribute it within themselves. And the other way is licensing the data. So if we got a big enough market base, we could license the data off to them and it would be leveraging power with money. So we would give them our data, and they can work that way. Thank you.
Judges?
Wow, that's so impressive. I'm Karen Grant, and tell me a little bit more about how you think you'll make money. So you white labeling it, and
Second way, as I was saying, that it was licensing our data. So eventually, we anticipate to have a huge user base, whereas like everyone would want to register because it could show them their path. And as you would register, you would have your path on file, and we could use that to like you could see what people are in, because we want to register people. It's almost like a timeline of where people would see what's going on as you go, and so you would make money because you'd have someone's path of what they're doing, and you could sell it to companies and companies say, oh, this guy wants to be an engineer in a couple of years. This is what kind of jobs we can give for him.
And the companies would tailor their products and their services toward what their consumers might be in for. That's the idea.
and you see it also as early recruiting opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
because these people have an ambition, they can see what they want to do, and they kind of get already plot it out, save it, and then compare what they're doing with others.
And so, of course, all of the users would have to opt in, correct? Yeah.
They have to register on us.
Very compelling idea. Any other questions here?
Hi. I'm Chris Frias from Kitestring, and you can do anything in Hamilton. I don't know if you knew that. You can. I like it. I have one question. So these mentors, how much older are the mentors compared to the people going through school? And are the paths going to be completely different, or do you see them being the same path to get to where they want to go?
So I'm sorry. Can I continue? Sure. So I'm a student at McMaster, and I'm just about to graduate from engineering. And I've found that mentors are there. We have a lot of industry nights where mentors come in from all sorts of industries, and they're anywhere between having just graduated to just about to retire. So there's a wide variety of mentors out there who are willing to participate.
It's not going to be on until I get home.
Who are willing to participate, and they want to help. It's just that there's a barrier there for them to be able to connect with students in a more efficient and practical manner. Not everyone can come out here in this industry night. They're busy, they have assignments or something like that. So the real power of this application is to connect people in a more efficient way. And because mentors want to help, we want to make their help as streamlined and efficient as possible. And really, it's just a manner of reaching out more than anything else. And driving this app in a user-friendly manner.
Okay. Thanks very much, guys.